Hello, 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 beautiful people all around the world. I am the Pink Lady, and today you are tuned in to May 6th to May 7th daily reading. Now, if you are new here, or if you're returning, if you just need a little refresher, like I said, I'm the Pink Lady, and I do daily readings as well as offer personal readings, anything like that. All of my information you can find in the description box below. But I want to jump into today's energy and what we have in store. I just kind of picked some cards and intuitively went with what Spirit had to offer. This reading is general and it is for the collective. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, this is for May 6th and 7th. I am doing 48-hour readings, daily readings. But if you find this on a day that is not that day, that is perfectly fine. That just means that you were supposed to get this message whenever, wherever, however you got it. I am trying to make sure I can see the chat because I want to say hello to the people watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. And without further ado, let's just jump right into what we have today. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the affirmation for the day. I love affirmations. I feel like words, there's so much power in the tongue. And I really want to implement that for us today. I'm also filming on my IGTV. That is why I am holding the cameras up to the heavens. So if you're watching from my IGTV, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to talk to you guys today about what our affirmation for the day is, because our affirmation for the day is motivation. Let me be a motivation. Period. Okay. So the affirmation for today is I am motivated, and motivated people help me to improve my finances. I am motivated, and motivated people help me to improve my finances. I am motivated, and motivated people help me to improve my finances. So let's take a look and see today what we are being motivated to do, why we are being motivated, or what we are in pursuit of on this journey to do something with this motivation. So the first card that I pulled was from my archetype, Wild Unknown archetype. Yeah. And it was the heart card. I love the way this card looks. Okay. So the heart card. I do have some notes. So I'm going to just read and then we'll talk. So the recommendation for this was to listen to Wild is the Wind by Nina Simone. I will put a link to that in the description box below because yes, please take a listen to that. But I want to talk to you guys about what the Heart Space card is all about. So in this deck, you have different things. You have tools, you have people, and you have places. And what I love about this card, and specifically the heart card talks about how the heart is a place, how the heart is a heart space, how it is, it can be translated as to somewhere you can go. It can be somewhere that you visit. It can be somewhere that you can create a home. The heart can be a home. And I'm trying not to be corny, but it is so true. And let me tell you why. So it says the heart space can be felt, and that is why it's a place. That, like, when you're working from your heart, when you're functioning, when you're living, when you're breathing from your heart, that tangible energy, that passion, that love, that unconditional support can be felt. I feel like it is very tangible. And this is also, the heart space is a space to return to. And the thing about the heart space is either we are working and living and breathing from our heart space, or we aren't. There is no, sorry, I'm trying to fix my lighting. There is no in between. There is no gray area when it deals to functioning from your heart. Either you are or you aren't. And that's what Spirit is talking to us about today. It says I think sometimes when we leave the heart space, though, we leave it and we don't understand, or we don't know that we're leaving the heart space. I feel like we depart from the heart space with a purpose. Most of the times people stop moving out of their heart space because they feel like that is the best thing for them to do, to address whatever situation, or to address any sadness that has been going on, or to address just like your daily life habits that might get in the way by you feeling like you're moving from your heart, or you feeling like you're moving from your heart space. But these pursuits can cloud judgment on where the heart actually lies. Like these pursuits, if you feel like you have to completely remove yourself from your heart space, pursuits like this can cloud your judgment on where your heart really lies. Because if you feel like you need to completely remove yourself from the things that genuinely make you feel, make you emote, I suggest you take a look at that. It says, the world seduces us to become a stranger to the landscape of the heart. A way to reclaim this is by indulging in nature, music, dance, and children. It says, move past the tangles of life, move past the chaos of life, and sit on your throne located in the landscape of your heart, baby. Okay? I want to ask you, what is at the center of your heart? What is at the center of your heart? If your heart, if you could draw a picture of your heart space, and I don't mean like literally like a heart and like what's at the center, even if that's how you take it, but if your heart was a place, if your heart, because it is, like I was saying, it literally is a place that you could live in and reside in and visit, okay, build a home. So if your heart was a home, if your heart was a place, what is at the center of your heart? Is it a cave? Is it a pool of flowers that goes all the way to the center of your earth? What does the center of your heart look like? And when was the last time somebody actually touched your heart? Trace back to that. Even if it was when you were a kid, even if it was years ago, when was the last time that somebody provoked something in you in that way? And maybe try to get to the bottom of what that was, because I feel like that tells more about you than it does the other person. So let's actually get into the rest of the spread. So I feel like today we are being motivated by spirit to pay attention to our heart space, to acknowledge our heart space, and to emphasize how important moving from your heart space actually is. And the reason why I say that is because the two angels that we have accompanying us today are the angel of inner strength and the angel of mother love. Now, what I love about the angel of inner strength, we have the number 3 and we have the number 9. And I've been seeing the numbers 3, 6, 9 a lot lately. So if you know about that frequency, or if you know information about those numbers, why those numbers are important, I definitely feel like you should look into it. If you don't, please feel free to contact me or do your own research regarding why these numbers are important and why they have some sort of correlation to spirituality. But I want to talk about the angel of inner strength. This is the card. Let me show my IGTV. So the angel of inner strength. I'll be trying to make sure it's in frame because I can't see. So hopefully you guys can see. The angel of inner strength. And then I'm also going to show you the angel of mother love. Love this card. The angel of mother love. Okay, so the angel of inner strength talks about what is your capacity to meet your challenges. What is your capacity? How capable are you to address and meet the challenges that you feel like are brought into your life to help clearly create you, or help clearly what's the word, like build you into this person that is capable enough to achieve all the things that you want in your life. So this card of angel of inner strength talks about placing your trust in the divine and not the ego, placing your trust in the divine and not the ego. And what I love that's so beautiful about this is the two cards that came out to clarify this were the 2 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. And that literally reminds me, sorry guys, it took me a minute to pick it up, but that reminds me that of the saying that you must trust in the divine versus your ego. Because the 2 of Cups is all about the divine. It's all about divine partnerships. It's all about divine connections. It all literally represents soulmate connections. It represents people who, honestly, I just see it as people who really match their energy. And the thing that I love about this card, specifically from the Crystal Visions, if you can see, there is an angel spirit or a fairy spirit or some sort of guided spirit in the middle of the 2 cups. So it's like they were brought together by the divine on purpose. This is no accidente. You feel me? But then we have the 5 of Wands right next to it. And the 5 of Wands literally represents ego, battles, actual physical fights, the idea of competition. And what I like about this is I feel like Spirit is telling us today that when it comes, especially since we were talking about earlier, we're being motivated by matters of the heart. So whether this is something that has to do with relationships and moving forward in that way, if this has to do with something as far as what you want to do in your career path, whether this has to do with the way that you view and value your family, whether this has to do with the way that you view and value your money and your own personal worth. I think Spirit is telling us today that we need to take a look at where we create chaos to show strength in our life. I feel like sometimes we feel the need to overcome, to be justified. We feel the need to fight, to feel like we deserve something in life. But when it comes to the heart space, it is not necessarily a space of chaos. Like I was saying, it's a home. It's somewhere where you can feel safe. It's somewhere that you can come to. And it's something that can be tangibly felt. So that means when it walks into the room, all it emanates is heart space, and anything that is not of that vibration has to get the fuck. Okay, so in regards to this, I feel like the Two of Cups and the Five of Wands is clarifying the angel of inner strength, because Spirit is here to tell us that not only do we have the strength and the capacity to do everything that we need to do, but also we need to take a look at areas in our life where we're creating chaos for ourselves because we're not willing to trust the divine plan. So instead of being patient and being brave and believing in ourselves, we would rather place our power in external people, in external things, in external energies, and then blame that and then fight that, versus taking a look at our own shadow, 11:11 on the clock, taking a look at our own shadow and really addressing and fighting ourselves, because the battle is not external. Every battle starts within. And I feel like that's what the angel of inner strength is talking about, the need to be resilient inside so you don't continue to create chaos and manifest chaos in your external life. And with the Five of Cups in the middle, clarifying the heart and motivation, like I was saying, within this crystal visions deck, I love that it has like the little fairies there that are here to help, if you guys can see that. So the divine is here. We are highly protected, but we know that. We know that if you've been watching, if you are part of the Pynk Lady family, you know that we are highly protected. You know that we are tapped in. So I feel like Spirit is showing us today that when you get to this Five of Cups state where you feel disappointed, where you feel like you need to turn your back on love, because we have 5-5 here, and that's all about change, especially coming after the Two of Cups partnership. Love, the idea of when you combine with something, when something does not turn out the way that you want it. Let me get my heart chakra bell. When something turns out the way that you did not want it to, and you feel like you put your best, you put your all, you gave your everything, do not allow situations like that to disappoint you, because Spirit is here to show you that your exchange was not with the other person, with the situation, or anything like that. Your exchange, what you were really giving to, was the divine. That's who your contract was with. That's who your deal was with. This pain, this situation, this uncomfortability, this discomfort was supposed to teach you. This is the way that they teach. The divine can also teach through pain. If you think about ballet, if any of you guys watching have taken a dance class, you understand the idea of learning and loving the process of pain, what it can teach you. And it's not about fetishizing pain. It's about not villainizing it and understanding that. I saw this quote today, and I wish I remember who wrote it, but it's like, sometimes you can hate the teacher so much that you miss the message. And Spirit is really trying to tell us today to open our hearts and understand that we have all the capabilities to achieve everything that we need possible, because we are motivated, and motivated people help me to improve my finances. And when I talk about finances, I don't just feel like they're talking about actual money, because finances just have to do with what we spend and what we value, how we earn, what we make, what we, so your finances can be your energy, your actual money, your time, your love, your body. I don't know, you define. I'm not, I don't like to tell people exactly, because like I said, this is a general reading, so take what applies and leave the rest. So let's talk about Angel of Mother Love. So the Angel of Mother Love, it's the number 9, and it's all about nurturing and caregiving, and it's about the renewal energy, the regeneration energy that governs life, that feminine energy that can create and do that. This card encourages growth through patience, putting needs before your own, and cherishing and protecting us. We mother ourselves. Even if you are not a woman, you can mother yourselves when we are unconditional and we love. Our world is crying out for mommy to heal the wounds and destructions of violence. But this card, the affirmation for it says, I carry the spirit of motherly love within me. I nurture and care for those I love. And what I love about this is the two cards clarifying this is the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, 1444 on the clock. And all I have to say is that Spirit is really asking us today to take a look at, like I was saying, I feel like Spirit, like I was saying earlier, I feel like we are in a deal. We were in an exchange with Spirit. We were not put on this earth necessarily to prioritize and to invest all of our energy into external things. We were put here to invest in ourselves. We were put here to take a look at ourselves, and we were put here to value and prioritize our purpose and our mission in the world. And it is to love and exchange with other people. Because that's what the angel of motherly love is all about. It's about the idea of being unconditional. Not only can I take care of myself, but I love this thing so much. I am willing to dedicate something, or I'm willing to dedicate my life as a person to now taking care of another person. That's what moms do. They're saying, look, okay, boom, wherever, however, whenever I'm at in this life right now, I feel like I have the capacity to take care and nurture another human being into the day that I take my last breath. You are not a mom when you do not stop being a mom once your kid turns 18. You do not stop being a mom once you don't even, if you have any issues with your mom, if you need to heal anything with your mom, it's not like you stop being a mom because of what occurs. Motherly love is unconditional. And I feel like that's what Spirit is really asking us to address within ourselves, because we are being motivated by the heart space and some of our own personal disappointments when it comes to being emotionally fulfilled. But in that case, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like today's Spirit is showing us that we may put more energy, or we may prioritize the prize over the person who delivered the prize. It's like the Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to turn this upright because, boom, we have all the power to turn our cards upright because they are our cards. So now the Queen is upright and we are appreciating ourselves. We are understanding value and sensuality and consistency and earth energy, because that is what the Queen of Pentacles is all about. She's connected to this motherly earth. And especially with this over here being motherly love, that is the idea of Queen of Pentacles. She is the nurturer. She is the provider. Literally, she's like the baby empress. But with this being here, I feel like Spirit is showing us that we are prioritizing the pinnacle more than the person who created the pinnacle. Why? I don't think we should. And I don't think we gain anything from taking and placing our value outward. Everything that we see in our external is just a reflection of all the work that we've been doing internally, and all of the work that has been done around us and for us since, the existence of time, whatever. But with that being said, you guys, I want to pull one card from the Romance Oracle deck, because I do feel like this has a lot to do with love and romance, because in regards to romance, I feel like maybe there just might be a lot of disappointment, not even in just like one even specific relationship. There could just be situations that have occurred. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I feel like this just basically is saying today that we are motivated. And what I love about this is it's talking about our love life is being influenced by our religious upbringing and spiritual path. This is the card that came out. And with the motivation card, it says, I am motivated, and motivated people help me to improve my finances. So the love that we are bringing, that we are going to bring into this life, the love that we are supposed to share with people in a romantic fashion, is not a simple love. It is love that was brought to us, like I was saying earlier, by the divine, by God, by Spirit, whoever you believe in. If you believe in anybody, anything, that thing, that being, that entity of love and unconditional light, brought this situation into your life. And there needs to be more of a trust and more of a love for, like I was saying, the vessel. Also, I see today we might need to appreciate and really take into account our bodies, because when I think of angel of motherly love, I think of the idea of mothering yourself. So if there's anything that you have not been on today, okay, let go of control issues. Yeah, that popped out. Allow the situation to unfold unnaturally. So basically, with this being saying that all to say, because I'm going to start wrapping up the message. I really feel like Spirit is showing us today that we have the opportunity to either create chaos or to create opportunity. And the one way to focus on that is to move from your heart. is to let your heart motivate you. Because even through all the chaos, if you watch the previous readings, it doesn't matter if you have faith. And I have faith in my heart. Do you? And with that being said, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please feel free to DM me on Instagram or email me at thepinkladytarot@gmail.com, or DM me on Instagram, like I said, at thepinklady for more information. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to my live today. I do live readings every day. Not every day, every 2 days, kind of every day, every other day. So please stay tuned for the reading for May 8th and 9th. I will try to start getting to some sort of scheduled, regularly routine with these readings, but I kind of just like to intuitively go off of what Spirit has to offer for me and then start there. But with that being said, please feel free, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, to, like I said, contact me. And if you would like to book any personal readings, feel free to check the link in the description box below. And I list all of my readings on Etsy, so you can find me there. And with that being said, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.